Aidan Hutchinson, Jeff, the only rookie in the NFL with 5 sacks and 2 interceptions. He's had quite the season. It's been inconsistent at times. It's been flashy. Oh my goodness, look at this player that you have. And then it's been, well, where is he? There are times you don't even see him on the box score. Now, that doesn't mean he's not making an impact or helping or supporting the team in some way or another. But my question this morning is Aidan Hutchinson the front runner for Defensive Rookie of the Year? Or is it still Sauce Gardner?
I think there's a couple people in that race.
Who entered?
I think,
I'm curious.
Well, Sauce, I think Tariq Woolen deserves to be in there. What does he have, 5 picks on the year so far? And then you have Aidan Hutchinson. So, yes, Aidan certainly has a chance to win this award. Plenty of games left. I mean, if Aidan can finish the season more consistent, because, again, over the last couple games, he's been more consistent. And not only that, but add to his production, yes, I certainly think he can win the award. To me, he's still in that mix. He's still, and I get Lions fans would argue, well, he's number 1. Well, of course you would. I mean, if you ask Jets fans about Sauce Gardner, you ask Seahawks fans about Tariq Woolen, those guys are going to advocate for those players. So, again, those 3 to me are in the race. Now, Aidan, the 2 picks, the 5.5 sacks, he's having a hell of a year. And certainly his case is probably the best because, again, you have a defensive end who has just as many picks as Sauce Gardner and half the amount of picks as Woolen. But the thing you guys have to understand is it's not all just about numbers, right? Like Sauce Gardner, you look at it, well, yeah, he has 2 picks. Well, teams aren't throwing at him because he's so good. That's the difference for a rookie corner to already be shut down like Sauce has been all year, consistent. That's the case he has. For Aidan, you've seen a lot of these performances where early in the season you're looking at the stat sheet and he'll have 1 tackle and no sacks, maybe 1 quarterback hit. Like, those games are going to hurt Aidan. But if you can play well down the stretch, people aren't going to remember those games. They're going to remember how you end the season. Because a lot of it is recency bias. If Aidan can have a monster end to his season and Sauce, just keeps up that consistent play, and then you have Tariq Woolen who's playing well, I think Aidan on a Detroit Lions team who could be winning games, certainly, yeah, he's gonna have a case for him. If I had to do odds, if I had to do my ranking right now, I'd probably do slight edge Sauce 1 because of the consistency, and then 2, maybe 1A, 1B. Sauce, Aidan, and then I'd have Tariq Woolen at 3. Those are my 3 guys. So certainly Aidan has a chance to win it. He just got to be consistent down the stretch. If he goes and makes plays, certainly he'll have a chance to win the award.
I think the problem we have here, and I have to be fair because I'm a big fan of Aidan Hutchinson.
Yep.
Sauce Gardner is already top 6. Dare I say top 5 at his own position? He's been the shutdown corner in the entire NFL, not just rookie.
And that was right away.
And I know Woolen has the interceptions and it's the stats and it's sexy, but
right.
I don't know. That guy out in New York is literally keeping one side of the field.
Yeah, they don't throw to him.
Irrelevant.
They don't throw to him as a rookie.
He has given up the fewest yards in the NFL in man coverage for a reason. You literally can't throw on him. Rarely makes mistakes. Rarely gives up passes. Rarely gives up defensive pass interference or holding. He's a very disciplined player.
Yeah.
What you're seeing, Jeff, this year, Jeff, we're talking about one of, if not the guy in the NFL at his position. Is Trayvon Diggs better than him right now? No. Patrick Surtain? He's got smoked by Devontae Adams. Who's better than Sauce Gardner right now?
And Jalen Ramsey's having the worst year of his career. So yeah, you might have a case.
We're talking about a guy, and again, I put my bet on Aidan to win it before the year. 5 of the last 6 pass rushers taken number 2 overall, won the award, yada, yada, yada. Aidan's done everything he could do. And the only player that could beat him out is Sauce Gardner. And I think rightfully so right now. He's been exceptional. He's arguably top 5 at his own position, top 6. Aidan's not a top 6 pass rusher. He's not even top 10. He's not even top 12. He's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
And that is a very competitive position to be, quote, great at. Sam Hubbard, Trey Hendrickson, Max Crosby, Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Look around the league, your elite pass rushers. These are the guys.
Yeah, Judon. I mean, he's having a career year, too.
Judon in New England.
So
now we can list off 10, 12, 15 players before we even consider Aidan Hutchinson. The reason I named those guys is just to put things a little bit into perspective. Who's better than Sauce Gardner right now? I can't name many. Who's better than Aidan? I have a laundry list. And that's what's separating it for me. What Sauce Gardner has done this year is nothing short of exceptional. He's every bit worth of that number 4 overall pick. He is playing like it. When we talk about Jeff Okudah, how would I say this? When we talk about Jeff Okudah delivering on being the number 3 overall pick, it is playing like Sauce Gardner that allows you to think and operate that way. He isn't. Even in a year where he's actually playing good. He isn't having number 3, number 4 overall pick type production. Derek Stingley. You think the Texans don't regret that right now? What's he going to do on that team? That team is so void of talent, and they took a corner at 3. Shame on you. When you talk to me about rebuilding, Brad Holmes has done this very well. You talk about 4 positions: pass rushers, pass protectors, wide receivers, quarterbacks. That's how you improve your team.
Right.
What'd the Texans do? Cornerback. Delay their rebuild even more. What do you know? They made the same mistake the Lions did a few years ago. And even if Derek Stingley ever becomes a top 10 corner, by the time he does it, it would not have been worth it.
Right.
And then you would have to pay him to be what you wanted him to be the day you drafted him. It never pays out, and it never works out. So Sauce Gardner, number 1, and I don't think it's changing anytime soon unless Aidan really can deliver 6 games in a row now. Forget the stat sheet, forget the box score, forget all of it. If he can deliver consistent performances for 6 weeks, he has a shot. But my money's on Sauce right now.
Yeah, and I think you got to look at the difficulty of playing that position, right? You argue obviously quarterback's the hardest position to play in the NFL, but corner is right behind it. Like playing corner, especially in today's NFL with the rules and how things work, it doesn't allow defensive players to be as physical as they used to be. And for Sauce, as a rookie, to come in and be as shut down as he's been, and again, if you want to go pull up, oh, well, Stephon Diggs caught a ball over him. I mean, yeah, that's how that works. I mean, it's going to happen eventually, but consistently. How he's played so far this season, I still think he's number 1 right now. We'll see how it trends. There's still plenty of season left. Aidan can certainly move up and be that number 1 in the race. But as at this very moment, and the Lions will play the Jets, so you'll get a a front row seat to seeing these two play against each other's teams. I do think Sauce is still in the lead here. But again, being an edge rusher, Aidan Hutchinson, he's certainly the best edge rusher in the class. But I still think Sauce has that edge over him. I think it's going to be really, you could add Tariq Woolen in that race for being that 3rd spot, but to me, it's a 2-man race. It's going to be between Sauce or Aidan Hutchinson. We'll see how they play down the stretch. It's up to those 2 guys.
All right. When we get back, let's throw that in the poll, by the way. Let's throw it in the chat. Is Sauce Gardner the front runner or Aidan Hutchinson? I would just put who's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Aidan Hutchinson or Sauce Gardner. I think it's between the 2. I don't think Woolen is even in contention because of how good Sauce has been. Sauce is top 5 at his position right now, guys. And I think most of you would agree.